Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do some random update to show a few people that have asked about some of the plants that I'm growing. So I recently made a video on the MTN GrowStation versus the AeroGarden, and people want to see what the plants look like right now. So here it is. This is the MTN GrowStations developed by Chris Bransdahl from Norway. He has a YouTube channel, so I will post his information so you can check it out. So here it is. This is my white Thai. Look at how beautiful this is. Lots and lots of fruits, and very easy system to work with, and the plants grow really well. The white Thai seems to really love this unit. The light is very powerful. That is 100 watts. I think it's 100 watts. But I currently have it set at 40%, because if I set it to the max, it's just too strong for this plant. So here is what the light hood looks like. It's a full spectrum, so you get your blue and your red and all that stuff. The plant is producing lots of nice fruits here, guys. I also grow the white Thai outside in the garden in soil, and for some reason every time I grow plants in soil versus hydroponic, the hydroponic plant is always hotter. So this is a very hot KS white Thai variety right now, but I just love the way it looks, and every time we have dinner, I'll just come by the unit, pick around 2 peppers to use, and it is amazing. So guys, if you have an AeroGarden unit or any of these grow stations that are similar, grow some peppers. You know, you're gonna have peppers all year round if you want to, and it's just really nice to see the plants grow and looking beautiful like that. It's very easy to maintain. So here's the reservoir. The reservoir fit 1 gallon, and a plant this size will drink a gallon probably in a week. So I usually don't let the plant drink the entire gallon, because this is a DWC. It has bubbles and stuff like that. So when it's down to half, I would refill it to the top. And then after 1 refill, because I want to keep this plant nice and healthy, then this unit here comes right out. You can take it and then dump the reservoir, and then add fresh new nutrients again. And the nutrients I'm using in this unit is the Dyna Grow series, and the Dyna Bloom. Actually, it's Dyna Bloom right now. So here is the Dyna Bloom, because my plants are blooming and having fruits. And all I do is a 5 milliliter per gallon of water, and that's it. I don't pH, I don't do any of those. And I just mix it up and then pour it in there. So making my nutrients takes around like a minute. Fill up the jug with a gallon of water, and use a medicine dropper that is 5 milliliter, which is 1 teaspoon. Put it in the water and then shake it up, and that's it. So very simple. Okay, so also Chris, if you're watching, this is your baby. I really love the unit because it's a gorgeous unit, guys. The color, Chris let me choose the color, so I chose the white and black. Man, it just looks nice. And compared to the AeroGarden, which is like, you know, all gray or black or whatever, this unit looks a lot more futuristic, almost like a clean look of an iPhone. That's how I would describe it. Very nice and sleek, and it has very expensive parts in here too. Chris used the Noctua, I think, the fan for a computer unit. Okay, here is the next plant people have asked about, because I post a bunch of pictures of these. And this is a pepper in a can. There's actually a pepper in the can challenge, and that's what got me inspired to do this. And this is a pink tiger. Look how beautiful that is. Different colored leaves, and the fruits, the final color is red. It starts out like really dark and purple. It is just gorgeous, guys. If you have not grown this variety, maybe you should, as an ornamental plant. It's pretty spicy too. You see the fruits are good now, and maybe I should do a review on this. Very beautiful fruits. It starts out super dark purple, and then it eventually changed to red color. But it's a very fun thing to do, growing pepper in a can, and you'll be amazed at how well the plant would grow in a system or a pot this size. And it'll teach you a lot about how to keep the plant healthy in this system. So I highly recommend you try it out. So here it is, guys, a pepper in a can. Okay, this next update is for my buddy Vince. Vince is actually the one that gave me the idea to try to grow these elephant ear in hydroponic. These are the different type of elephant ear. It's a Vietnamese variety that you grow for the stems, and these are the stems that you use, and it's delicious, guys, when you cook them in soups and stuff like that. It's very popular in Southeast Asia, and you'll be amazed at how well these plants will grow in hydroponic. So I started this project a while ago, and I made a video on this already for Vince, so check it out. I'll post links so you can see it. It started really small. I just dug it out of the garden, and now the plant is actually having its own little baby plants that I can split and have more plants. You see here? So this is a baby plant. So these divide at the bottom. I think they divide by rhizomes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they have bulbs down there like ginger and stuff like that, where new plants come out from the bottom. They don't make seeds or anything like that. So or that I know of. I haven't seen the seeds before, but there's no point growing these guys from seeds because they actually grow much better when you divide them, just like aloe. So here's some baby plants that I have that are growing. So let's check out the root system. It's actually using my solar pump right here. Okay, so here we are. You see, look at that beautiful root system, very nice and healthy. And you see the reservoir right there. Solar power pump is getting the bubble action in there, and it's growing great, guys. I can't believe how well this plant is doing. So yeah, if you have ever wanted to attempt this hydroponic, grow these plants really well. Okay, next we have a project that I'm actually working on, and I posted a few pictures of these, and people are wondering how the plants are doing. This is Armenian cucumbers, grown in hydroponic in my grow tent. It's 4x4x6, and that grow light is the Spectra LED, the Phaser X660. And guys, these plants right here, they're 30 days old, and they are just growing out of control. There's a bunch of shoots way back there, and it drinks the reservoir like crazy. Like this is a 27 gallons, and in the 30-day it drank half already, so I just refilled. So in probably a few more days it's gonna grow much more and it would drink that reservoir down again. So that's how crazy cucumber plants would drink, especially these larger variety like the Armenian cucumbers. And then here is a sneak peek of what I'm working on. These are Malabar spinach that I got seeds from Vince, and Ben wanted to know how well these guys would do in hydroponic. So I'm actually working on a project. Ben, if you're watching, this is the project coming up for you, buddy. Okay, and lastly, here is a look at the pears. A few people were wondering what the pears look like right now in September. So here we are. This is my Olympic giant, and they don't call it giant for nothing. These things are enormous, guys. Look at that. And it is probably my favorite pear variety in the garden. I have a few, and these are just so good, crunchy, very, very sweet. The skin is very tough, so they can withstand a lot of damage, and like the wind would blow these back and forth, and sometimes they rub against the branches, and because the skin is so thick, you see here, it doesn't bruise on the inside too easily, and they also can store really well. You can store these guys in your fridge for like 5 months and they be just fine. And also because the skin is very tough on the outside, there's not a lot of pests that would do damage to this plant. So it's a maintenance free, beautiful growing, amazing pears. They're great as gifts because they're huge, and they just taste amazing too. So it is my favorite, very, very sweet. I highly recommend growing that. They call this Korean giant or Olympic giant, and that is my 4-in-1 or 6-in-1 now, because I grafted a bunch of stuff onto it. I've eaten all of the pears already except a few. These are 20th century, very nice tasting pear, probably the sweetest of all the variety. And back there is the Hosui. And here's a quick look at the Shinko pears, and they are just producing like crazy. I mean, we've been eating like 4 to 5 pears a day, and there's still a lot of them left because I have 2 trees and they're just as productive. Very nice and sweet. They don't grow as big as the Olympic giant, but they're very productive. So you get pears like everywhere. So here's the ripe pear. It has like a reddish tone, and when they're not ready they have a greenish tone. So that's how you can tell. See, this is the one that's ready right here, and this one is the one that's almost ready. And then a cool thing about this one here is I tested grafting an apple variety onto here. So this is an apple onto a pear. So there is the updates, guys. Just something random. A few people were interested in what the plants look like. So if you guys have more requests about certain updates, list it below, and maybe we'll do a video on that. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.